Hey guys, so just to save some time, I did prep my skin and did my brows off camera before filming, but I will let you know other products that I've been loving. So I cleansed the skin with the Soy Face Cleanser by Fresh and moisturized with the Waterfall Glacier Water Cream by the brand Saturday Skin. And then I prepped my skin with both the Iconic London Water Mist Glow Spray and the Power Up Dual Phase Setting Mist by InnBeauty product, which I really like them. So I did just prime my skin with the Benefit Porefessional Pearl Primer, and it is amazing. And then I set my powder and all of that moisturizer and everything, or primer and that moisturizer, with this actually foundation, this Covergirl FullSpectrum pressed powder, and it does the trick. So I got this from, of course, Auntie Jackie. She uses a skin toned loose like setting powder, but I don't have that. But this Covergirl foundation works amazing. And so I do have concealer on my eyelids, and just to set that, I use this shade called Woodland, and it is in this Fairy Tales Storybook cosmetics palette, and I'll be using that throughout the tutorial. So for my first transition shade, I'm going in with the shade Foxy right here. This is the Dose of Color Sassy Siennas palette. I'm just applying that, gonna be applying that back and forth in windshield wiper motions, of course, and just until I get the intensity of that shade that I would like. And then additionally, to deepen the crease a little more, I'm going to go in with the shade right next to it. You'll see in a second. It's called Brassy, and that's in the same palette. Okay, now that that's blended, next I'm gonna go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette, into the shade Fudge with a slightly smaller blending brush, and really trying to concentrate that color, even though I'm out of focus. Come on back. Okay. Concentrating that right, like more so on the outer crease area. So after I get that blended in, I'm gonna attempt a cut crease, y'all. I mean, 2019 might have to be the end of the cut crease or something. We just gonna have to move on to something else, because I don't know about the cut crease. I don't like it anyway. I can't really get it 100% anyway, but that's beside the point. I'm gonna attempt a cut crease just by applying concealer about halfway onto my bumble lid area. So not the full lid, but just about halfway onto the center of that lid. So the Storybook palette and the Subculture palette both have some pretty shades, so I'm just showing you a few of them here. But ultimately, the shade I chose was the Talia shade in the Fairy Tales palette, and I'm going to be placing that right on top of where I applied that Woodland shade to set that concealer from me cutting my crease. And then you'll just see that I'm picking up that same blending, but I'm getting ahead of myself. But you'll see that I'll be just picking up that same blending brush and going back and forth to make sure my crease is constantly blended this whole time as I add color and add shimmer and things. You just want to make sure your shades are all blending well. So you'll see me do that in a second. So before I apply my foundation, I'm just using these charcoal makeup wipes that I absolutely love from the Dollar Tree, y'all. And I'm just using that to clean up my face for any fallout that might have fallen on my face from the eyeshadow. And then just adding a little bit more moisture back into the skin with that prep spray. And then I let that dry for a second, and I primed again slightly with the e.l.f. Prep and Blur Stick, which I actually really like. Like, it doesn't feel like much on the skin, but feels like I'm doing something to prep my skin at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. So then I applied my absolute favorite foundation in history right now. It is the Revlon Color Stay foundation in the color 400 Caramel, the combination to oily formula. And y'all, I just love this foundation so much. This is a drugstore foundation, so it's like $11-12, and I just love it so much. I just love it so much. And so I'm just blending that in with this brush, really cool looking brush that I got from a BoxyCharm box that I received. And I'm definitely thinking about doing an unboxing for the next BoxyCharm box that I do get. So definitely thumbs up this video, like this video if you would want to see that. Let me know in the comments. And I got you, girl. I got you. Okay, so now here's where I messed up. Okay, I used this sample of the Smashbox Studio Skin Hydrating foundation as a concealer, since it's like such a brighter shade than my skin tone. But I didn't know it was so like watery and thin. So you see me trying to blend it out here. I'm just using this little thin like concealer brush. I don't know about it. It definitely didn't work for me as a concealer. So maybe if I just got my proper shade and tried it as a foundation, I might kind of like it. But then at the same time, I doubt that, because I'm more of a matte girl. So I always try to stay away from hydrating or like dewy products, because I'm already oily. Like, it's a no for me. But of course, I was able to fix it, so you'll see that in this video after I try to get it blended as much as possible. I'm gonna top that off with another concealer. So the shade of that foundation actually wasn't terrible. It just didn't cover anything. So I just went on top of that with the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade 375 Latte. And bomb literally is all I can say about this concealer. I love it so much. It's really similar to the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, which we all loved circa, what was that, 2017? I don't even know, before they opened their mouth and said some crazy stuff. I don't know. But since then, I haven't really used Tarte, so there's that. But I love this I love this concealer. It's definitely like a dupe for that. It puts me in that mindset. And I just blended out the edges with my foundation brush. And to set that concealer, I mixed the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the number 30 medium, and then the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the shade Banana. I just love mixing those. I just love mixing them. They both are pretty good on their own, but I like mixing those. Okay, and so now to bronze and contour the skin. I'm going in first with everyone's holy grail, the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in light to medium, mixing the contour and the sculpt shades. And then right after that, I'm going to dip into the medium dark palette into both the contour and sculpt shades again, just for a little bit more depth. I do like a present contour, you could say, you know. Not too strong, but you know, you'll see that it's there. And so here I'm just brushing out these lash extensions. Yes, ma'am, I need a feel. Judge your mama. No, I'm just kidding. But after that, I'm just gonna be applying the e.l.f. Kohl pencil in the shade Black. I think it's just called Black. And I'm just gonna pop that in my lower lash line. applied the Foxy shade in that Sassy Siennas Dose of Color palette again, just a little bit on the lower lash line, because I threw a curveball in there for you. I threw a curveball, and I just wanted to add a pop of color, and I wanted to play with that Fairy Tales palette again. So I just added that cobalt blue color in there in the shade Prince, with this small like shader precision brush, whatever you want to call it. But the shape of it was just perfect to get right under my long lower lashes. Like, I have some long lower lashes, but it fit right under there, so I could add that bright blue color. I love that color so much. So as soon as I looked at the palette, I just knew like I had to do something with it, and I think that this adds a little bit to the look. Like, it's really cute, like, and you wouldn't have really expected it with such kind of a neutral eye. So I like applying pop of colors. I used to do this all the time with other like lash, or what do you call it, eyeliner, excuse me, like different color eyeliners. And so to do it with the eyeshadow, I think just, like I said, added something to the look. And for the mascara on my lower lash line, I added the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions mascara in the shade Rich Black. And then after that, I just set everything again with that InnBeauty Project Setting Spray, and then went right onto my lips. And for the lips, I just applied this, like, I just had a no-name brown eye and lip liner. And then I just kind of smudged that in along my lip line, or line of my lips, whatever. And I just wanted to make sure that was blending in so that it wouldn't come off too harsh of a brown. But right on top of that, I decided to add the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Flirty. And I topped all of that off with the Too Faced Rich and Dazzling High Shine Lip Gloss in the shade Pretty Penny. It was such a pretty color, and it kind of almost matched like the gold iridescent flakes in the eyeshadow that I'm wearing. And for blush and highlighter, I'm just using the what is this? I think this is the Ciate blush. I'll put the shade in the description box below because I can't think of it right now. But I'll add that down there. And then this highlighter I'm using is actually a Colored Rain eyeshadow. I think it's an eyeshadow, but I use it as a highlighter. And that is really it. I really hope you all enjoyed this. Get ready with me. There's definitely more to come with my channel. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all my socials. They'll be listed down below. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.